All right, we'll continue to bring you if and when there are any more developments on this. Let's shift our focus for now. US President Donald Trump has invited Prime Minister Narendra Modi to join the newly created Gaza Board of Peace. This, remember, is an international body which is aimed at overseeing Gaza's demilitarization, humanitarian relief and infrastructure reconstruction following the Israel-Hamas ceasefire. Trump called the initiative a historic effort to solidify peace in the Middle East and pursue a new approach to resolving global conflict. Against the backdrop of heightened tensions in West Asia and US President Donald Trump's push for the proposed Board of Peace for Gaza, India will also be hosting UAE President today. The bigger question here is, will Prime Minister accept the invitation to join the said Board of Peace? That's something that remains to be seen. For more on this, we have Akanksha Swaroop live with us. Akanksha, thank you so much for joining me on the broadcast. Of course, it's really important to get into why this is so significant.
Absolutely. Given that the invite has come straight from the White House on behalf of the US President, it was also shared by the newly appointed US Ambassador to India, Ambassador Sergio Go. We have been in touch with the Ministry of External Affairs, and what I can tell our viewers here at CNN News 18 Hain is that the MEA is only saying that they have received an invite. There is nothing more than that. And so India is clearly still undecided about whether or not it will join this Board of Peace. There are quite a few thorny issues which need to be addressed before India goes ahead and accepts this. Will India accept it at all is the big question. But more importantly, this invitation is bearing testimony to India's strategic importance and relevance, where it's not going to be seen just as a mute spectator, but has enough strategic clout to ensure that peace comes. And whether it is Gaza or Ukraine, Prime Minister Modi has always maintained that this is not an era of war and that the solution never lies on the battlefield. And so even Prime Minister's diplomatic sort of relationship, not just with Israel, but also with the Ukrainian president, has been appreciated by the world over. Nonetheless, several countries have been given that invitation. There were reports indicating that the draft proposal pitches $1 billion for a permanent membership to the Gaza Board of Peace. Now, White House has dismissed that. That draft proposal, which has been shared by Bloomberg, also goes on to say that a 3-year membership will require no such official payment. But for the benefit of our viewers, let me break it down for you. What is this Board of Peace? It's going to comprise 2 boards. One is the founding executive board, of which the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio is also part of, as is Donald Trump's own son-in-law Jared Kushner, the former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, with Donald Trump as the chair of this founding board. Second board is going to look into the governance of Gaza, which will ensure that there's transition from being a war zone into how it will be developed. We all know that Donald Trump has been a real estate mogul, and he, as a real estate mogul, he has grand plans to develop Gaza. How he ensures to do that, this transitioning phase, is something that will also be looked into. But interesting that the invitation that has been sent out to various countries apart from India, that includes Brazil, Canada, Turkey, Vietnam, in fact, has already accepted it. Turkey, Canada, India, Brazil have still not made up their mind, but these are emerging economies. There's already a lot of chatter about how the UNSC 20-point peace plan is also referred to in that invitation, and we'll have to see what Donald Trump is planning through this Board of Peace. Is this also going to go beyond Gaza? Because the writing of that invite indicates that it's not going to be just Gaza specific. It also talks about how this is going to be a body which will look towards resolving global conflicts in the days ahead, ensure a peaceful and prosperous future through countries which are willing to lead by example. Hey.
Right. Well, Akanksha, thank you so much for breaking that down for us, and thank you so much for your insights on this. We'll, of course, continue to bring our viewers all the updates on this going forward as well.